Hello and welcome to my video on Empress Wu and the Buddhist Backlash. You might wonder who Empress Wu was and what was the Buddhist Backlash. Well, I can answer both these questions in my video, and I will explain to the best of my abilities and give you a basic idea of what happened. We'll start off with Wu Zetian, whose story begins during the Tang Dynasty. Wu had the great fortune of being born into a noble family, which gave her the advantages of being taught to play music, write, and read the Confucian classics. She got noticed and recruited into Tai Sung's court, who kinda looks like the Pringles guy. While she did become Tai Sung's favorite concubine, she really had her eye on his son, Cao Sung. After Tai Sung's untimely death, Cao Sung took his place as emperor. By this time, Wu was Cao's favorite concubine who gave him his two sons. The reason for this was because the current Empress Wang couldn't bear children. Having a great relationship with the emperor, she got rid of Princess Wang through tons of accusations, such as the time she framed Empress Wang attempting to kill Wu's daughter. After a few well-told stories, Wang was exiled. Sometime later, Emperor Cao died of a stroke, and Empress Wu took power through her sons until she only had to rule through one who was too young. During her rule, she opposed Confucianism. During this time of rule, Wu pushed Buddhism to power in China. Confucianism had greatly reduced the power of women in China, so she took action. She had the scholar gentry write biographies about famous women. She imposed a secret police to eliminate rivals. However, this drew the attention of Confucian scholars in the court, who were basically waiting for Wu to finally step down so that they could retake their place as leaders. Later in her life, Wu became very superstitious and swayed by others to resign her position. After her leave, there was a Buddhist backlash. The Confucianists and Taoists weren't too happy about the recent influx of Buddhism into China and decided to try to reclaim their throne after Wu's influence was gone. While Taoism stuck to its magic appeal that stuck mainly to the peasant class, the Confucianists took to bashing Buddhists. The accusations were usually centered around calling Buddhism an alien religion that came from another country, and said it damaged the economy since it was free from a state tax. Neo-Confucianists retook power in China with a new emperor and pushed the reset button. They went back to the old ways of respecting your ancestors and elders, with men in power over the family. This led once again to the repression of women in China, and led to some even more oppressive practices such as foot binding. During Emperor Wuzong's rule, open persecution of Buddhism was accepted. However, even suffering these horrendous blows, Buddhism still hung on. This was due to Buddhism being fully integrated into Chinese culture. However, it will not pull ahead in China's history again, but remain one of the lower popular religions in China.